This is part 6 of section 8.4. We have 2 real-world type problems to work, and then we are done. For the first one, you would like to have $150,000 available in 20 years. You have 2 investment options. Account A has a rate of 5.5% compounded once a year. Account B has a rate of 5% compounded daily. And they want us to figure out how much we would need to deposit in each account to reach the goal. And we're supposed to round up to the nearest dollar, not the nearest cent this time, the nearest dollar. Okay, so for investment A, we want to calculate the present value with that as our goal. So the present value that we're looking for would equal 150,000 divided by 1 plus the rate. So the first rate is 5.5%, so 0.055 over compounded once a year, so n is 1, to the nt, so it's 1 times the time, which is 20 years. Okay, so what do we have? This is actually quite easy down here because it's dividing by 1 and multiplying by 1. So what I end up with on the bottom is 1 plus 0.055 raised to the 20th power. So just simplifying a little bit. That's what we need to calculate. So 150,000 over 1.055. I should put that in parentheses. And then raise that to the 20th power. And we get more than $51,000. We're supposed to round up to the nearest dollar. So that 9, that's going to become a 10. The answer here is $51,410. All right, let's do the same thing for part B. We have a rate of 5% compounded daily. We have the same accumulated value that we're shooting for. We have 1 plus 5%, so 0.05 over daily, so 360. And that's raised to the 360 times 20. And 360 times 20 is 7,200. So that is a 7,200 right there. Okay. So I'll enter it all directly. And we get 55,180, round up, 6. So for the first investment, first option, we would have to invest this much to reach our goal. And for this one, we would need to invest more. So if I'm looking, I'm going to do this one because it means I can put in less money up front. All right, last problem, historical. In 1777, Jacob de Haven loaned George Washington's army $45,000 in gold and supplies. Due to a disagreement over the method of repayment, which is gold versus continental money, de Haven was never repaid. He died penniless. In 1989, his descendants sued the U.S. government over the 212-year-old debt. If the de Havens used an interest rate of 6% and daily compounding, which was the rate offered by the Continental Congress in 1777, how much money did the de Haven family demand in their suit? We're supposed to round to the nearest 100,000. So we're told our end value is 360 because it's compounded daily. Our time is 212 years because that's the difference between 1989 and 1777. And so we are assuming that they are going to sue for the accumulated worth of that. So A would equal, the initial amount lent was $450,000 times 1 plus R over N. It was 6%, so 0.06 compounded daily, so that's 360 in the bottom, raised to the NT, so 360 times 212. Okay. So what is 360 times 212? 76320. Okay. And now you start plugging this into your calculator. And I'm going to ask that you trust me on this. And the value I get on my calculator is this. Okay, so I'm going to put in my commas here so I can see what all it's supposed to look like. We've been asked to round to the nearest 100,000, and that would be right here. That's that spot. And the 8 says that's going to go up to a 6. So the answer is $150,306,600,000.